I think Varsho had at least a home run last night, maybe 2. I don't know. I must say I didn't watch.
I didn't watch.
I was beat out. I hit 3 buckets of balls yesterday and played 18 holes. The fact I'm even here, living and breathing this morning, is amazing to me.
This is the 10 Minutes with Andrew podcast.
From misery to happiness to thee.
Welcome back to 10 Minutes with Andrew. I'm, of course, Andrew, and I'm again joined by Mark Chancey. Welcome back to the show.
Happy Sunday to you.
Happy Sunday.
September the 1st. I say that not to annoy you because you know what's coming, but the fact that it's September the 1st is shocking to me.
It is kind of shocking, you're right.
Shocking to me.
Summer feels like a week. Like, it just feels like it's just 1 week. It's so fast it goes.
It does go quickly. September means that, I don't want to say it, but Christmas is not that far around the corner.
Christmas is great, though.
Have you started your list?
No.
No?
But, you know, I think we've used that song before, too, by the way.
Oh, that could be trouble.
No, we can use it again. It's a good song.
Well, I'd have to pay for the license again, but it showed in my Licked account.
But I think the first Would You Rather we did, I think we used it.
That the license was not used, so we'll see what happens. If it says it's already used, we'll have to buy it again.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with the Proclaimers.
You can't, you're right.
So what's on your Christmas list? I know what's on mine.
Well, we're not... I haven't thought about it yet.
A new Blue Jays team.
I haven't. Yeah, yeah, that's a given.
A new Blue Jays front office.
Oh, no. They won 15-0 yesterday.
I know. A new Leafs team.
Yep.
And that's all I want for Christmas.
And a new Leafs president.
That doesn't seem unreasonable.
New Leafs president, too.
A new Leafs president. I don't think the president makes a difference. Well, in the Blue Jays case, it does.
Yeah, Blue Jays case does.
Because Shapiro's all over everything. I don't think Brendan Shanahan is all over everything, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I was wrong once before in 1977.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the year the Blue Jays started. It was 77.
That is. And you weren't even here.
I wasn't even close to being born.
So what are we doing today, my son?
We're playing What Are the Chances?
Hey, what are the chances? And I'm not even ready here with my... Oh, there it is. We have not played What Are the Chances
in a long time.
In a dog's age.
I thought we were going to mention we were going to play... we played golf yesterday. I thought we were going to mention that.
Well, you know what we should have done? We should have taken some video footage because I don't have any B-roll.
We should have, yeah.
So
play with the O'Reillys. Play with the O'Reillys.
I have nothing. I'll have to find some old B-roll footage of you as a baby or something. And we'll put that up to lead into the show today. Is that what we're going to do? We did play golf yesterday with the O'Reillys.
Yep.
Another fine round of 18 holes.
It was too windy.
It was very windy.
It was too windy.
But I shot really well on the front, so I can't blame the wind. I was really bad on the back.
Me too.
Can't blame well, I suppose I could blame the wind.
I was better on the front than I was on the back.
We just got tired, I guess.
I guess so.
So I'll ask again. What are we doing today, my son?
I told you we're doing What Are the Chances?
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. All right, what are the chances? This is a game. Okay, go ahead.
We get into that.
Yeah.
This isn't exactly the happiest of news to start with, but came out Friday that
Friday.
Johnny Gaudreau
and his brother Matthew.
Johnny Gaudreau, Columbus Blue Jackets, former Calgary Flame, was killed in a car accident by a drunk driver. It was just hours before his sister's wedding too, and they were biking home from their rehearsal dinner, and there was a drunk driver, and they were hit, and they did not make it. So that's unfortunate.
Incredibly
very
shocking story.
Incredibly shocking
on all levels. I mean, this was Johnny Hockey. And his family, 2 small kids in his family.
Yep.
Matthew's wife, I believe, was pregnant.
Yeah, she was.
They were supposed to be celebrating their sister's wedding yesterday.
Yeah.
And they were both going to be groomsmen.
Yep.
I mean, it's a shocking story on all levels. And it's just, again, if you think you got some hard things to deal with in your life, someone always has something more to deal with. So put that in perspective. The drunk driving thing, sad part is that could happen anywhere in the world because people are still stupid.
Yep.
I mean, you drive around here, and all you can smell is people smoking weed while they're driving.
That's all you can smell.
That's recipe for disaster.
Condolences to the Gaudreau family.
Shocking, yes, indeed. It's going to take a long time for them to get over that.
Yeah, and I hope, I think it will. I think the Blue Jackets and the Flames will probably retire number 13, put it in the rafters. They might not, but they'll definitely put it in the rafters.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be more to come to celebrate the life of Johnny Hockey.
Plenty of hockey players have paid tribute. Matthew Tkachuk.
Of course.
Mark Giordano's wife actually donated to the GoFundMe. Rasmus Anderson of the Flames also paid tribute. I mean, PK Subban, tons of players.
Well, they all will.
And Mike Trout even of the Angels.
Yeah, it hits along all levels.
Yeah.
Professional sports, just the common men like us.
Yep.
And it's just a shocking story. Was not prepared to see that headline on Friday morning.
No.
Anyhow, somehow we have to transition from that
back to what are the chances.
But
I have one more thing before we get into this.
Okay, go with your one more thing.
And this isn't sad. This is actually kind of hilarious. This is from Vladdy.
No.
Okay.
This should be good.
This is a great.
Is this the I'm the best in the world?
Let me get to it. So, he was asked by ESPN's Alden Gonzalez, and he said, "In my mind, I'm the best in the world.
In my mind, I'm going to Carolina." What does it mean?
Vladdy actually thinks that he's the best in the world.
That's great.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm 180 pounds and 6'6".
Yeah.
So
it's
all
true.
good, right? It's the same thing.
Now, again, that could have been mistranslated because Vladdy doesn't speak very well. He can speak English, but he just doesn't choose to.
I don't say it was. I believe you have to play that way, maybe.
Yeah.
Right, if you want to be good. But Vladdy, until you do something meaningful at a meaningful time, you're not the best in the world. Not even close.
Not even close.
Like, hit in big moments.
Yep.
Don't make bad base running decisions in big moments.
Yeah.
And don't make costly errors in big moments.
That's what he does.
When you start winning playoff games and championships, we will probably call you the best of all time.
Best Blue Jay of all time.
Or certainly,
if you can do that.
Certainly up there. Yeah, he's not even the best Blue Jay of all time.
No, not even close.
Not even close. But anyway, now you got me bubbling a bit.
I think that's probably like Carlos Delgado or Joe Carter.
I don't know. Joey Bats was pretty darn good.
Joey Bats might be, yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Tony Fernandez, maybe.
Well, there was a lot of good ones. No, I can't remember his name, but he signed for. It was when the Blue Jays weren't relevant. And I can see his face. He signed for a lot of money.
Frank Thomas?
No. He was an outfielder.
I can't remember.
Anyway, move on. I'll think of it while we do this.
All right.
And when I do, I'll just throw it out there.
Ready for the first question?
Oh, wait a minute. Want a drum roll today?
I was actually looking for a drum roll, yeah.
Okay. Question number 1. And what are the chances, which we haven't played in a dog's age?
We have not. What are the chances?
Vernon Wells. That was
Vernon
what I was thinking.
Wells.
Vernon Wells.
I've heard that name
I told you it
before.
would come to me.
What are the chances that Yusei Kikuchi...
Whoa, before you even say that. Last night,
great outing.
7 innings.
Fantastic outing.
12 strikeouts.
Oh, my God, yeah.
1 earned run. Oh, you say he's great. You say he's great. I say he's great. He's Yusei Kikuchi. Go ahead, please.
Yusei Kikuchi returns to the Blue Jays next season.
What are the chances he returns to the Blue Jays? Yeah. I'm going to throw out a 67.2% chance on this one.
Decimal.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to go...
And the reason... I'm not done my explanation yet.
Go ahead.
Holy crap. You in a rush or something?
No, go ahead.
The reason is he lives full-time in Toronto.
He does, yeah.
So I think when your family's there and you're established there and it's where you live, it's where you want to play. But what I've also said, if he doesn't come back to Toronto, that tells you something about the state of the Toronto Blue Jays, because I then want to know why. Why would you not want to come back to the place you live, where your family's set up, where your kids are going to school probably? What is going on that you don't like Toronto enough to come back? That's what I'd like to know. But 67.2% chance, and my golly, I hope he does, because he can eat up some innings, and he has found his stuff again. Good for you, Say. I think he's such a great story.
I'm gonna go with a 70% chancey. I think he will.
Well, the other thing though, before you say anything, Ross Atkins will probably be the GM.
Yeah,
and he's known for his buffoonery.
He is known for his buffoonery.
So he might get a call saying, "You say would like to come back for $100,000 a season." No, we don't want to do that.
No.
We don't. The analytics don't
The
support.
analytics don't support this
They
move.
don't support that decision. So no.
No.
So if Ross Atkins isn't there, it's probably a better chance. But anyway, go ahead.
I'm going to say Yusei Kikuchi's going to come back, not just because he lives full-time in Toronto, but because I think he genuinely, a lot of people said they love the place that they're in, but sometimes they don't. They just have to say that. But I think Yusei Kikuchi genuinely loves Toronto and the
Well,
fans
I think when
and
you
the fan
live there
base.
full time,
And yeah, especially when you live there full-time.
like most fellas get out of Dodge in October and they're never to be seen again in Canada.
Yeah.
Right? So the only other, a couple of other exceptions, Cito Gaston,
Yeah.
former Blue Jays manager. I don't know if he still does,
I
but
don't-
he lived in Mississauga full time.
Yeah.
Buck had a house in Toronto,
Yeah.
but I think that's more for working.
Yeah.
I think he probably still has a house there. But no, you live in the place where you play full time, and you live there full time. You must like where you live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he mentioned it like, you mentioned it a number of shows ago, but you say Kikuchi had a terrible start in Toronto, and then he was willing to say, what do I need to do to get better? And then he was willing to work with them. And that's, that's something that like someone like Alec Manoah should take from, because Alec Manoah isn't willing to do
Well,
anything.
he got sooky and refused to
Yeah.
do anything after
but
a while.
Kikuchi was like, what can I
Kikuchi
do?
said, "Send me down, send me to the minors. I'll do anything to help this team."
Yeah,
How can you not want that on your team?
exactly.
Don't screw this up, Mr. Bafflegab Ross Atkins. That's
Analytics
all
don't
I
support
say
that move.
this morning. So that was number one.
Another great Blue Jay, by the way, George Bell. Forgot about George Bell.
There was a lot of great ones in the early going too. Jesse Barfield,
Yep.
Lloyd Mosby, Willie Upshaw, Ernie Witt catching, even Buck Martinez
Even
behind
pitchers
the plate.
like Dave Stieb, Tom Henke.
We had Rance Mullenix at third base. We had Alfredo Griffin, Damaso Garcia at second base. Boy, we
Jimmy
had teams.
Key.
We had some teams. The pitching was awesome back in the day. Bobby Cox was the manager.
Oh, wow.
And Pat Gillick was the GM. They used to call him Stan Pat because he never did anything. But then in the early 90s, when they had built a team that they thought could take a run at it, he was no longer standing pat. And he went out and he got the likes of Dave Winfield, Ricky Henderson. And guess what happened in 92?
World Series.
And guess what happened in 93?
World Series.
Okay, so you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
So that was number one.
Number one.
Now, numero deux.
Numero deux.
What are the chances?
En français.
Oui.
What are the chances that the Leafs will sign Max Pacioretty?
I have no idea.
Now, I do have something here because...
Do I have to answer this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It came out that the Leafs are reportedly one of the teams that are seriously pursuing Max.
Seriously pursuing.
Seriously pursuing Max Pacioretty because they are looking at left wingers, and he's like the best one available. So, will they sign him? What are the chances of that?
Oh. Do we want him?
I wouldn't mind him.
Okay.
If he can stay healthy, which he
I'm gonna pull one out of your trick bag.
you're going 50.
50% chancey that he signs with the Leafs. I have no idea. I have not been following. I have to admit, hockey has not been on my mind this summer
No.
at all.
Well, it never is because when nothing happens,
Well, I've lost interest in the Leafs because that number 16 still
Number
around.
16,
so
yeah.
I'm not that interested in what goes on. But patches to the Leafs, hey?
Yeah.
That would be interesting. 50% chancey. So
50%,
where are you going?
80%.
Wow, you think it's going to happen by the sounds
I
of it?
definitely think it's going to happen because
Wow.
Max Pacioretty also, by the way, if those who don't know, former captain of the Montreal Canadiens.
Yes, he was.
Former captain of the Canadiens.
Yep.
Then he went to Vegas. And,
Not so good.
He was traded for Nick Suzuki, actually. And
He was hurt in Vegas, too, for a lot, I think, wasn't he?
No, but he was in Vegas for a couple of years. He was really good. And then he got traded to Carolina. And he
In
was-
my mind, I'm going to Carolina.
And then in Carolina, he didn't play because he was hurt. And then last year, he was in Washington, and he didn't play many games because I believe he was hurt. But I think if he can stay healthy, he can be really effective. So I think he's going to do it. I think he'll sign with the Leafs ultimately.
80% he
80%
says.
chance.
50% I say. Comme ci, comme ça.
He comes out.
Oui. So, good.
Good there.
How many we got today?
3.
3.
We got one more.
One more?
One more.
That went on forever.
What are the chances? This is going to be fun. I shouldn't use that word because it's not going to be fun. What are the chances that the Blue Jays...
Wait now. When you say fun, you mean I'm going to be
That's
angry?
why I shouldn't use the word fun.
Okay, I get you now.
Well, you're not going to be angry, but...
It's like no means yes and yes means no. I hear you.
You're not going to be angry, but I don't think you like this player, and knowing Ross Atkins, this won't happen, so just... What are the chances that the Blue Jays sign Juan Soto this offseason?
Oh, that's minus 10%.
Minus 10%.
Minus 10. Never, ever will Juan Soto play for the Blue Jays
No.
at a meaningful point in his career.
And I know that you're not a fan of Juan Soto.
I don't. Well, he's good.
He's good.
I don't know. I don't know enough about him to see. The way he left Washington, I wasn't that thrilled about, but it's on the player, and more so the agent probably. Fella goes to the Yankees. It's hard to get him out of the Yankees. You're out playing the outfield, and you look over, and who's there?
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge. You're going to leave that? You're going to leave a team all they do is go out and buy everyone they want, like the Dodgers? I think once you get to Yankeeville...
The only reason he would leave the Yankees is if he went to the Dodgers.
That would be the only thing, but he's certainly not going to the Toronto Blue Jays. No. I don't see it. Unless
we pull another Ohtani from last year.
I don't even know. I don't even know how much of that was true. I don't even know if the Blue Jays were in on that. Who knows? We'll never know.
We'll never know.
But I just don't see it. If you go to Yankeeville and they want you, they find a way to keep you. If they don't want you, that means you aren't that good for them, and they get rid of you. But Juan Soto, if he wants to stay a Yankee, will be a Yankee for life.
The Yankees outfield is insane because you have Juan Soto, then you get Aaron Judge, then you got Jazz Chisholm Jr. in there too. So that's a crazy outfield.
But the only other place I could see him going is the Dodgers. That's it.
But that's every big free agent ever in baseball.
And I don't have a problem with that. It should be that way in the NHL.
No, I get that, but
the rich team should be able to buy what they want.
You're right, but you can't just
doesn't guarantee a win.
But in the Dodgers case, you can't just sign everybody and then defer it all. There needs to be a salary cap in place. It's just not.
One thing about baseball is their marquee teams, the Yankees and the Dodgers, are always relevant.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what the NHL is missing. Their original 6 teams should be the ones they market the most.
But they don't market the Leafs very often.
They are more interested in marketing Seattle and Vegas
and Utah
and Dallas and now Utah. But Toronto, Montreal, Chicago, Boston, Detroit, and the Rangers should be first on the marquee when you're talking about the NHL. But that's not what we're dealing with.
But it's funny that they don't market them because it's arguably Toronto and Montreal, the 2 biggest hockey markets in the world.
Now we have nobody staying with a team more than a few years. There's no trades because you can't make a move with the salary cap. It's just not good for fans. Might be good for economics for those small market teams.
But hey, the salary cap keeps going up.
Not good for, the salary cap is probably less than what Juan Soto's next contract will be. It's about
it's totally less.
It's about the same as Ohtani gets per year.
It's true.
Right?
Per year.
What is it, 80 million? 70-something million?
It's 83.5 right now. I think it's going to go up to 80.
He's getting 70 million a year?
Yeah.
So he's basically getting the NHL salary cap a year. Think that one through.
And I think it's going up to 89 million after next season anyway.
So I was minus 10% on Juan Soto signing with the Jays.
I haven't put my number out there.
I'd love to see an Aaron Judge, though, but that'll never happen either.
I'm going to put my number out there. I'm going to go 10%.
I think...
Chancy.
So you think there's a chance? So you're saying there's a chance?
Slightly. Very, very slightly.
I think the Blue Jays are going to have a hard time bringing in big names.
But you know why?
Yes.
Because of the GM.
I think the only chance they're going to have going forward is if they're in it at the trade deadline.
They're not.
And someone's in the future.
Yeah.
And someone's on an expiring contract. Maybe then someone says, I'll go there for the playoff run.
You made a really good point the other day.
I did?
Yesterday.
Wow.
Yesterday when we were eating supper at the clubhouse after the round of golf.
What was my point?
You made a good point, and it was you have a great team when Davis Schneider is in the lineup, followed by Kirk.
Well, just look out, folks.
That's
15-0 though.
That's great.
15-0.
But I mean,
this season's a write-off, and the kids are having fun, so they're actually winning a few games. And I did say way back when the trade deadline day that they might claw their way back to 500 before the end of the season.
Yeah,
we did set that as a goal. Means nothing because most of these prospects now will be used as capital for, I would think, to improve the team for next year.
But it's just, the
Yep.
Davis Schneider thing, we talked about it last week, but it just needs to end. It needs to end now.
But it's been that way for a couple of years. I remember talking to someone at work about this. Once you get past the 4 or 5 spot, when they announce who's up, you're like, no, there's got to be more than this.
Yeah,
who's up? What's coming? And you don't, till you get back to number 1 and the leadoff guy, you're like, it's a little weak here in 6, 7, 8, and 9.
And yesterday, too, we were talking about Varsho, and it's and you also made a good point again where you
I
said
was full of good points yesterday. I must have been happy with
we
what I was
always
eating.
are. But it's like Ross Atkins can't trade Dalton Varsho because then that means that he is admitting the fact that the Moreno
He
trade
made
was a mistake.
Lousy trade. That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
And they're hiding behind this idea that you have to give time to evaluate a trade. So
Yeah.
this will be 4 or 5 years down the road, and maybe Varsho gets up to hitting like 225.
Yeah, maybe.
And they'll say, "Look, see, we told you." In the meantime, Gurriel hitting 278 last I checked. I didn't check on Moreno, but what a catcher he is.
What a great catcher.
And we've got Varsho. He's a hustler. I love the way he plays, but we have to have some power.
But again,
and some average from our corner outfielders.
I love the way he plays defensively.
Yep.
He has no offensive ability whatsoever.
And I think, Ross, I hope you've learned that defense does not win baseball games.
He's like another Kevin Pillar, really. He's like
Offense wins baseball games.
He's like another Kevin Pillar.
Yep. Well, I don't know that I when I used to see Pillar come up, I always felt
He
there
could
was
give you
more of
some.
a chance
Yeah.
there'd be a hit than I do with Varsho. I think Varsho had at least a home run last night, maybe 2. I don't know. I must say I didn't watch.
I didn't watch
I was
either.
beat out. I hit 3 buckets of balls yesterday and played 18 holes. The fact I'm even here living and breathing this morning is amazing to me. So that's it, is it?
That's it.
All right. So what do we got planned for this week? Anything?
Nah, would you rather in the middle of the week?
Okay. Would you rather? And, that'll be a first day back to school. Then.
Oh, stop it.
Okay. You be a happy boy.
I will try.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you for listening and watching this episode of 10 Minutes with Andrew. Find us on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment. We'll be back in the middle of the week with a Would You Rather.
We'll see you middle of the week.
See you middle of the week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications to be notified when we upload new content. You can also connect with us at andrewchansey.com.